and begin posting revenue and doing all the good things that we've been aiming towards here.
You bet. Okay, Gary, that's a great update. We'll leave it there for you now. We're going to see you in California soon with our camera crew. Thanks very much for joining me again today.
Sounds great. Good to see you again, James.
If you like the show, you'll love our website. Visit us at www.midasletter.com for interviews with key CEOs, cannabis news, and to subscribe to our newsletter. Wow. Hey, are we even live?
Yes.
Really? Okay. Interesting. It's not showing on our YouTube channel. Streamed, it says, into the past. Anyways. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to be in the Ottawa area to have a chat with Bruce Linton in a tent in his backyard because it's going to be raining like crazy. Then we're going to be in Los Angeles the following week. We're going to be visiting our sponsor, Halo Labs, whose logo is right there on the lower left. Any minute now. Hey, there we go. Halo Labs at halocana.com. Halo is our sponsor for the next 3 months. Halo is a manufacturer of extracted cannabis products. They own 20% of the wholesale market in California. They're on track to make about $35 million this year.
Of revenue.
Yeah. And they have an operation starting up in Lesotho that is going to supply the European market. And they've also got traction in Nevada and in Oregon, where they also grow. So Halo Labs is both an extractor and an MSO, and I shouldn't have to point out to you how thematic that is in the current investment climate, despite the fact that their stock is getting hammered. Anyways, we'll be talking a lot more about Halo Labs in the days ahead. Now, have you been to Ottawa before, Ed?
I have been to Ottawa before, yeah.
And? What's it like?
I didn't get to see much of it.
No?
No.
Really?
I was at a Canada Savings Bonds convention.
Really? Canadian Savings Bond?
Yeah, I was selling Canada Savings Bonds.
No kidding, eh?
How many did I sell?
I don't know. None?
Well, I'm not with them anymore.
Is that all right? Anyway, Canada's not a good investment? Is that why?
This was a long time ago, and they sent me up there for some training.
Oh, my. What did you learn how to do?
I called up the... They actually, anyway, it's a crazy story, but I walked into the hotel,
yes,
and I was leaving. She said, well, you got to pay your bill. I said, what do you mean pay the bill? I'm on government business. The government's picking up the bill. They didn't like that.
The government?
Well, I got a phone call from somebody, some government person who was pretty...
high up in the government?
And they, how dare you talk to me like that?
How dare you?
It was.
Ooh, whenever anybody says "how dare you," I always feel like saying, "Well, why wouldn't I?"
Yeah.
Like, what are you, special?
What kind of attitude? I'm special ed, for God's sake.
Are you special? Like, what are you, the tax man? What are you going to tax my ass?
Tax it.
If you're taxing my ass, I'll be nice to you. So, Still Canna. You heard of Still Canna?
It's Still Canna.
Still Canna. There's an interesting name. Some of the names coming out are interesting. Canna One. Canna One. You heard of Canna One?
How about Can of Worms?
Can of Worms. Ooh, good one. Vapin CBD. Vapin. Like, is that like vapid, but vapin?
Yep.
It's like, what happened
What's
to him?
vapid mean? Empty?
Vapid is, well, like it means like you're like...
There's nothing going on in there.
Low cerebral throughput. Of limited bandwidth. Of limited mental firepower. Craft cultivators strive to combat black market sales with premium cannabis. Now, there's an interesting headline. Let's see. This has got to be from one of those bullshit news people. Financialbuzz.com. Boy, here's the problem with the news feeds these days is they're so full of, like, two-bit promoters that are putting out things that are supposed to be... Don't be fooled by these things, people. Their credibility should be this.
Yeah.
It actually should be this. If it's a news release, it only comes from the company. If it goes in a newswire and it's not from the company, it's pure promote. Easy to differentiate. So don't forget that. And there's an increasing amount of that, which is in fact decreasing the value of the old-fashioned newswire. Why aren't the regulators doing anything about that? Maybe because they're financially interested in some of these non-newswire sources, that could be.
Maybe they got some options.
Maybe they're buying them. Maybe they back them. Exactly. Are we bitter about that? We're pretty bitter. What other big news happened in the world today, Ed? Cannabis news.
I've noticed there's, you know what I'm really interested in? This is a little off topic, but look at Britain grabbing that big super tanker from Iran, eh? That was interesting.
That was a week ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Jesus, where in hell have I
No.
Not a week ago.
Yeah, it was last week. But the Iranians said that they were going to snatch a British one in return. That hasn't happened.
Well, this could escalate. Wouldn't it be wild if we had it like...
Well, this might have something to do with the price of gold.
I think I'm starting to really, it took me a long time to believe that, follow the Fed, like with the Fed's, they pretty sure now rates are going down. Gold skyrocketed on that. So it's all about, the money. They're going to be printing so much frickin' money.
Yeah.
And the rich are already rich. So what the hell do the rich need money for?
Yes.
Who are they printing this money for?
Me.
Yeah, you're not going to get it.
No. That's it. I'm going to smoke dope. Did you hear about the 20 tons of cannabis seized in Santa Barbara?
Santa Barbara,
California.
What the hell would they be seizing cannabis there? It's legal.
Well, I don't know. Well, because there's now 3 species of cannabis. There's
fentanyl.
there's sativa, indica, and legal.
Really?
I like the way you actually pause there for a second. No, I mean, there's 80% of the cannabis that is being consumed in California is still said to be from black market sources.
Yeah.
So, illegal cannabis. Do you think the cannabis knows that it's illegal? Or there's the legal cannabis here next to the illegal cannabis, and legal cannabis says, You're a dirtbag. You're a criminal.
You're almost like a
shitbird off the street. You're not real. I'm legitimate.
Did you sneak in here?
Contraband.
Did you sneak in here?
Exactly. How did you get in here? What are you doing so close to me?
Where are your papers?
Yeah.
Where are your
exactly.
papers?
Those fake Levi's jeans.
I'm fake.
MedMen got a $30 million loan from Gotham Green Partners.
Not Gotham Green Partners.
Gotham Green Partners. Yes. Gotham Green famously.
They need money already?
MedMen Enterprises. Have you looked at their financials?
Ooh.
They're burning through capital.
Money is never really destroyed. It just keeps moving, right? So just because it left you doesn't mean.
Yeah, no, money doesn't disappear.
But it doesn't do anything.
I tell that to the guy who's got a Forbes billionaire listing.
I know, but money by itself doesn't. The money, other money doesn't come on and sit on it, right? It doesn't.
Sometimes. It's like, these are ones. I'm going to put the hundreds on top of the ones because that looks more impressive.
I've got one of those wads.
But I find it interesting that Gotham Green, arguably smart money in the space, smart money, contradiction in terms, I don't think so, would see fit to lend them $30 million. Now, here's the thing.
What are some of the conditions?
MedMen Enterprises co-founder Adam Bierman said, both Gotham Green and Wicklow have shown continued confidence in our strategy and recognizing the potential ahead. Now, interestingly, this little news item, let's see, doesn't exactly tell us what the covenants are. When it comes to a loan, first thing I want to know is, what's the interest rate?
What's the interest rate?
Second thing I want to know is there a conversion factor? So that means you're going to pay interest, plus you're going to dilute the hell out of all the other shareholders when these guys convert. Thirdly, I want to know what the covenants are. And fourthly, probably most importantly, is this a secure senior secured money or is this junior unsecured money? Meaning,
junk.
Is it in front of all the shareholders or is it behind all? Actually, even junior unsecured is in front of the shareholders.
Everybody's in front of the shareholders.
The shareholders know that?
No.
Especially Adam Bierman, who's like him and his buddy control the whole company.
Yeah, it's debt ranks ahead of all owners.
Debt ranks ahead of, obviously.
Yeah.
Debt ranks ahead of all equity owners.
Yeah, it's
okay, so here's what we're going to do.
It's up there on the.
We're going to go CEDAR MedMen. We're going to quickly pull up the document that should go more in depth, but chances are it won't because MedMen has demonstrated a propensity for, what shall we call it, less than transparent management. Now, let's just see here. Okay, here's the commitment. Here's more details. This is, okay, here we go. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, I need this in a larger size. Okay, up on my NDI is the actual press release. So, conversion price. Oh, there's a conversion feature, Ed. How about that? Look at this. Okay, so in addition to funding general working capital, okay, $30 million equity commitment. Plus $250 million senior secured convertible credit. Okay, so yes, it's senior to all the shareholders, obviously. Secured by all the assets of the company. Convertible, we don't know at whose discretion and at what level yet because we're just getting started on this. And yeah, what more do you need to know? So they put up $30 million in equity and a $250 million credit facility that's convertible. Okay, let's see here. Trading price thresholds in respect of the Class B subordinate voting shares. Okay, see, this is one of the problems with these convoluted ownership structures is it's going to take you a few hours of reading it about 8 times over before you can actually get it straight in your head. At least that's what it takes.
Was it MedMen that did this?
This is MedMen, yes.
Let's take a look with the stock. Well, obviously it had to fall today.
Well, the stock was up.
Oh, it was?
It was. This is the interesting thing. So let's go see exactly how that is affecting the share price.
Here it is. Okay,
it is.
no. And where does that one trade?
MedMen?
Yeah.
CNX.
Okay, so I just put that in. No, that doesn't work either now. See, it doesn't work there, it doesn't work there. Nothing's a valid symbol anymore around here.
Well, maybe because they're all getting unlisted. Okay, so as of right now, MedMen is down 8 cents to $3.26, down 2.4%. So the question I have...
Can we get the chart up a little higher there so we can... Yeah,
sure,
let's see.
I'll go you one better. The question I have is, what is the equity component, the $30 million at? At what price? Since the stock's dropped only a little bit, I'm going to assume it's probably $2.80. What do you say about that, Ed? Think that's a good bet?
Survey says.
Survey says. Oops, look, there we are. What the hell is going on? Why is that still playing on the live thing? This is very confusing. So there you have it.
Ianthus is 362. That seems to be lower too, isn't it?
Ianthus?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think we're going to have to change the qualifying criteria for our indexes.
Yeah.
Because, for example...
there won't be nobody left.
Well, no, it's because there's so much garbage coming onto all the exchanges. Like the promoters are now here in force, people. And what that means is the quality of cannabis companies is going way down. And you can see that because let's just pull up the index page of the CSE here. For example, let's take a look at, okay, so these are listed by market cap. So these are the largest market cap companies led by Curaleaf, followed by Trulieve, Green Thumb Industries, Acreage Holdings, still not the 4th largest by market cap, 832 million. I bet you Acreage Holdings is going to be a short call. I'll bet you any money. Green Thumb Industries still 1.5 billion. But let's reverse this and look at the lowest performing companies of the day. Phi Vita Holdings warrants. Well, Phi Vita is doing okay. MJRX Global Health Clinics, a 3-center. Ever heard of it? No, neither have I. Eviana Health Corp, 33-center. Have you heard of Eviana? I think we've had him on the show. Canada House Wellness Group, an education outfit. We've had him on the show. But Afanor Growers, 3 cents. Cordova Can Corp, ordinary shares. Never heard of them. Healthspace Data Systems, boy. Willow Biosciences, there's one of the biosynthetic producers. Now, here's the problem, is that I can't tell any longer, thanks to the strange happenings in my... Oh, this is just so weird. Anyways, so yeah, there's a little bell on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. It's a little bell shaped in the shape of a bell. A bell is like round on the top with a little wider flare at the bottom with a little bigger handle.
What do you call that thing?
It's the clapper. Even though there's no clapping going on, it's dinging. Ding, 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 ding. So why isn't it called the dinger, Edward?
The dinger?
The dinger.
It's
Shouldn't
not
it be called the dinger?
No.
It should be called the dinger, damn it! That's our show for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow from Bruce Linton's backyard. Woohoo!